Let's go. And don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Hello and welcome back to Mike's Bikes. Well, in the last videos I think you see me pretty much sitting around and sipping coffee rather than riding, but it's part of a plan. If you can hear in the background, there are chainsaws that are cleaning the broken trees from the winter storm in order not to be a time bomb full of resin waiting for a fire to happen. And today I'm in another very special place. This is usually crowded, but this is very early in the morning, so it's practically empty. It has a very nice spring around which provides clean water for the animals. Now people that visit it don't drink that water, not that it's full of bacteria or something. Somebody told me that the pipes that are bringing the water here are made of asbestos. Better pedal up a bit and go to Mahunia, which is a kilometer upwards, and the well is clear of asbestos piping. Nothing beats a great coffee. Nothing. Cheers. So let's talk about gears, and with gears I mean about the rear derailleur, that make on the back of your wheel that changes the gears for you and makes it easier to pedal up. In the past years technology has evolved, and fortunately we have moved to one-by drivetrains, meaning one disc in the front and multiple discs in the back. This simplifies shifting by a million years. You don't have to deal with two shifters and with which chainring in the front goes in what's chaining in the rear, and hence we have the narrow wide chainrings in the front. So it's one tooth normal and one tooth wide so that the chain doesn't slip. Other than that, there is a big invention on the rear derailleur which is called the clutch, and that's very important to understand how this works and how does it helps your chain not to fall off. So I have raised my bike a bit on a place here that I can show you. Well, this is your rear derailleur. Mine is an electronic one. It shifts with battery power. It's perfect every time. Don't forget to charge it if you have it. And but the clutch mechanism remains the same, independent if you have a mechanic derailleur or an electronic derailleur. Now, there is a switch here that goes front and back. If you keep it in front, the derailleur is just an old school derailleur that swings around and allows for the chain to have some slack. Now, if you engage that, it makes it very hard for the chain to move, though it can move if you put pressure, and then it returns back. Don't forget, every time that you have to remove your wheel, you have to disengage your clutch because you're gonna break it if you don't. What happens if your clutch is not working well? When you have your clutch engaged, it should be very difficult for you to move the swing arm towards the front. If this is very easy, if you have your clutch engaged and your swing arm is very loose, there is a hole here. I don't know if you see it. You remove that cap and you put a 2mm Allen key and you screw it. The more you screw it, the more tighter it becomes. In a future video, I'm gonna show you how to maintain that also. You see there are 3 screws here that the cap comes out and you can maintain your rear derailleur. So again, don't forget, put it in front every time you want to remove your wheel. You don't want to damage your rear derailleur. I'm gonna engage it because I'm gonna do trails now. Yes, I'm going to enjoy my coffee by the spring. I'm not gonna enjoy the silence because in the background there are people that are cutting with the chainsaws the broken trees that we had from the storm back in February. They're doing that in order to clear it from fuel in the forest, because in the summer Greece gets very hot and these things are a time bomb. So kudos to the management here that they're removing that. I hope they will clean it all because the trails are full of logs, and I'll see you on the trails. So the Blumper, let's go. One of the best trails around. Certainly one of my favorites. Certainly those bikes are digging it up, exposing the roots, making it bluer. Most tricky part. I hope these logs will be removed. That was close. And this is the only reason why dirt bikes should not roam around. This place is full of turtles. Okay, Cervico Trail. One of my favorites because of scenery. We must respect the wildlife in whatever sort that is. Apart from the spiders that have made my face full of webs, and now it's itchy as hell, but I cannot let the heart be bad. Now I did it. Fuck that. Pardon my language. Let's do it on the left, second on the right. Sometimes I will prune it because the forest has enough broken trees and fuel to start a fire. I could have chosen the easy way out, but no, I had to go through the rock garden. Done. Whew. So much for Cervico. It was a very green trail. Now it has added a bit of features. Some detours in rock gardens and some climbs through fallen trees that make it a little bit bluish, but it's still a green trail. Lefty Ruggiero, I'll go to the righty Ruggiero, which is also a blue trail. So let's pump up the difficultness. See you there. Righty Ruggiero, the trail that owes me. I've told you many times, I love when on the sides of the trails there is grass. You know, everything is very loose nowadays. Let's go. It needs a bit more riding to get a bit more prune. Okay, trail is clear, meaning you can't go through it. It needs a bit of a pruning. Mainly it needs people to come and ride it to pack down the cut stuff. So let me go back and I'll start pedaling towards the car. And there is a trail called Thriller. It's that one. In Strava it's called Roots and Stones. The roots I see, but stones I don't. And done. Back to where I started, in this great spring that I can't wait to dive into. You have seen some old trails that I enjoyed very much. We talked about a bit about your rear derailleur and your clutch, and I'll see you at the next one. With that, you know the drill. Ride safe, ride hard, ride for fun. All the best.